Hello. In today's video, I can learn many interesting things about the 10 tallest people in the world. And in the end, you may also know the highest man who has ever lived. Ranked 10th, Caroline Welz from Germany. The German model grows to a height of 206 centimeters and toddlers on legs 48. But if that were not enough, this height would be accompanied by a weight of 117 pounds. His poor childhood was not easy either, as he had already reached a height of 150 centimeters at the age of 7. A lot was also ridiculed for it. This year, the 37-year-old bomber had trouble choosing a mate when he grew up, because he wanted a guy taller than him. But over time he gave it all up and eventually found happiness with a 190 centimeter guy. 9. Yao Defen from China, 234 centimeters. Yao Defen was born into a poor Chinese peasant family with a completely natural weight of just 2.8 pounds. By the time he was 11, however, he had reached 188 centimeters, and a few years later, at the age of 15, he had already exceeded 210 centimeters. It was at this time that he began to investigate what could cause this amazing growth. Eventually, a team of doctors managed to determine that the tumor in his brain was causing the gigantic height. Unfortunately, he did not have enough money to treat him, so over time the disease became more prevalent in him. He died in 2012 at the age of 40. It was 230 for centimeters and 140 for kilograms. 8. Igor Vovkovinskiy, 235 centimeters. It grew just 1 cent taller than the previous Chinese giant. Born in Ukraine in 1982. He lives in the United States today, making him the tallest man in the United States today. It has a shoe size of 59 and a weight of 186 pounds. Seven. Sun Mingming, 236 centimeters. He was the world's tallest professional basketball player with his 236 cents. He was born in China and started playing basketball then. In 2007, he relocated to the United States. He has also starred in a couple of big films, including the best-known and Top Form 3. Unfortunately, like most giant-growing people, Mingming has been shown to have grown to this size due to a tumor in the brain. However, he was operated on. He is fine. He is 36 years old and lives in China. Naseer Soomro, 238 centimeters. The Pakistani giant has grown to a height of 238 centimeters, is currently working at an airport, but unfortunately is struggling with several diseases. One of the most serious problems with his lungs. From here too, we wish the 54-year-old sky-high Pakistan an improvement. Five. Brahim Takioullah, 246 centimeters. In the sequel, the second tallest man in the world is still alive, and with that, we broke the magical height of 240 inches. Moroccan-born Brahim Takioullah dropped to exactly 246 inches. Foot size is 58, which is not a ready size. Once a shoemaker wanted to make him a personalized shoe for 3,500 euros. Today he lives in France. Jinnat Ali, 249 centimeters. Jinnat Ali was born in 1992 in Bangladesh. According to his family, at the age of 13, he suddenly began to grow rapidly. He was also diagnosed with a disease called gigantism. Because she has not been operated on yet, she is still growing today. Currently known body height is unofficially 249 centimeters. Three. Sultan Kösen, 251 centimeters. He was born in Turkey in 1982. And officially he is the tallest man on earth today with his 251 centimeters. He was unable to complete his school studies due to his height, so he later worked as a farmer. He received medication in 2010 to prevent excessive levels of growth hormone in your body. The treatment has proven successful, and he is currently working as a member of a circus troupe and performing worldwide. 2. Leonid Stadnyk, 257 centimeters. Ukrainian Leonid Stadnyk grew to a height of 257 centimeters. He graduated in veterinary medicine, but because of his height, he lived away from the world and lived in a tiny village. Huge height caused a lot of problems in everyday life. A simple car boarding was also a ready torment for him. Until his death in 2014, he was the tallest living man in the world. This brings us to the tallest man the world has ever lived. And he is none other than American Robert Wadlow, who grew to exactly 270 centimeters in height. He was born in 1918 with a body weight of 3.8 kilograms. He grew at a completely normal rate until he was 4 years old, after which he was observed to have a terrible increase. By the age of 8, he had reached 188 centimeters. At 10, he was 198 inches and 100 pounds. At the age of 16, he was over 240 centimeters and 160 kilograms. At the age of 21, you weighed a maximum of 223 pounds, and that was already 272 inches high. His size was already causing him more and more problems. He could only walk with a leg brace, which caused his later death because the stiffener injured his leg and it became infected. He underwent surgery and received a blood transfusion, but died at the age of 22. Well, they were the tallest people in the world. If you liked my video, share it and subscribe to my channel. Hi there.